what is there a threshold?
There is. It's just been raised. It's £5,000.
Okay, so you have to. Is that £5,000 a year?
Yes, a year.
Okay.
So you are allowed to make £5,000 in dividends before you get to start paying tax. So if you make £5,000 and one,
you're pissed.
I might take that. You will have to take that. That £1 will get taxed. I mean, I'm sure it's not that bad. But yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
So, what is the how much tax do you pay? What's the percentage of tax that you would pay?
I'm sure it was 18%, but I'm sure the council has just released the new budget. I think it went down to 11%. That's another thing. If you are investing, you should always look out for the statements released by the Chancellor, because pretty much you will always be impacted by them. Recently, the Chancellor has said that we can now have a stocks and shares ISA. So you can have ISAs, you can have stocks and shares, you can have savings, and now there's also help to buy ISAs. The threshold is now 15,000. So that means if I invest £15,000 in a company or companies via my ISA at a rate of 50, the maximum is 15,000. In a year, I will not pay any tax on any return when I sell.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So what was it before? What was the situation before?
So before that, I think it was 11,000.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been going up gradually.
Okay.
Throughout the current government, but yeah.
Wait, but hold on. So if you do it through an ISA.
ISA, yeah.
But if you go direct and you buy those shares with a broker
yeah.
from that company, then it's only 5,000.
Then you have to pay capital gains tax, yes.
Alright, so what we've established now is that you can buy company shares via two different routes.
Yeah.
You can get a broker
yeah.
and go that route and pay your £12 fee or whatever the fee is. Or you can get a stocks and shares ISA with any major bank.
Yeah.
Or
broker.
Yeah. Okay, so if you went down the stocks and shares ISA route, what are the caps on that? So how much can you invest and not pay tax on?
Okay, so if you go down the stocks and shares ISA route, the current rate is 15,240.
Okay.
So you can invest that in companies or whatever. You can invest that amount, and any gains in that you don't pay any tax on.
Okay. So as in any gains from your first 15,000, you don't pay any tax on.
Yes.
If you invest more, then you pay capital gains tax on that.
Well, this is the thing, you wouldn't be able to invest more because the max is.
Oh right, okay,
yeah,
all right.
You would then have to invest normally via the £12 route that we spoke about.
Okay, got you.
So the most you can invest in an ISA, a stocks and shares ISA, is 15,240.
Okay.
And what you have to remember as well is you can only have one ISA.
Right. Okay.
So you can either have a stocks and shares, you can have a savings ISA, a help to buy ISA, but you can't have
all three.
Or yeah.
All right. So what if you went down the broker route? What's the maximum that you can? Is there a maximum?
No, there's no maximum. There's no maximum. But with that, obviously, you'll get taxed. So in the current tax year, you can only make. So your first £11,000 of profit is
from
tax
selling your
from
shares.
selling your shares is tax free. Yeah. And anything above that, you will pay capital gains tax. So depending on what your tax rate is. So basic rate taxpayers 18%. I think higher rate taxpayers is much higher than that. That's how much tax you will pay on it.
Okay.
And also any dividends you get above £5,000, like I mentioned earlier, that will also get taxed.
Okay. To break it down, because I don't know if you guys are like me. There's a lot of numbers floating around. So we're just going to bring it all back together. And
summarise it in the sense of if we go down the stocks and shares ISA route. And we are allowed to invest tax-free, 15,240. That's the max. So you can invest £1, and you can invest up to 15,000. Any profit you make in anything you invested in the ISA is all yours to keep.
Okay.
Yeah, the Chancellor's not going to get anything.
Great.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
And then if you don't go via the ISA route, because I think with the ISA route, you have to pay a product fee, and that could be monthly, it could be yearly. And if you don't invest that much, and you don't see yourself, investing 15,000, or you don't see yourself making any more than 11,000, because you're allowed to make a profit of 11,000 before getting taxed,
Mm-hmm.
you might not want to go down the ISA route.
Okay.
You know, because you've got to pay a monthly fee. Whereas if you go down the other route where you just pay only when you buy and sell,
Mm-hmm.
then you are allowed to make £11,000 profit.
Yeah.
Before you start paying tax. With an ISA, no tax.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's part that.
Yeah.
If you go down the broker route,
Yeah.
no ISA, you don't pay a product fee.
Yeah.
But if you make a profit of more than
£11,000, you'll pay capital gains tax.
Capital gains tax.
Yeah.
What about on an ISA?
Yeah.
If you make profit of more than £11,000,
no tax.
No tax.
You don't pay anything. No tax on an ISA.
Wow.
Yeah,
well, there you go.
that's the thing with an ISA. It's tax efficient. It is a good idea to get an ISA. It's just that you'd have to pay for the product. And to be honest, I know I don't want to confuse you, but I may have mentioned earlier that the other route is you just pay when you buy and sell.
Yeah.
But some brokers do charge you monthly, regardless. Just for using them. Yeah, so I should mention that. Just that Halifax, the broker that I use, they don't charge you monthly.
Okay, just when you make a transaction.
Just when I make a trade. Okay. When I buy or sell, that's when they charge me.
Okay.
Yeah, but other brokers might charge you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess when you guys are thinking about it, if you're like me and you need it really simplified, then you separate it into when you're investing, that's one process, and when you're selling and making a profit, that's another process.
Yeah.
So I guess the way you'd really also make money outside of dividends with buying shares is selling them.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe let's talk about that, the process for selling shares. Like your shares go up by 50p, woo, have a party, invite everyone to your house, have a few drinks. Then you're like, right, how do I sell these?
Yeah.
How do I
so when it comes to selling, you never know when the right point is.
Yeah.
Because shares literally change every minute.
Mm-hmm.
They go up and down every minute, and it's like, oh, should I do it now? Should I wait? Should I go? Once you made a decision that you're just going to go, you log into your platform, and you just you type in how much shares you want to sell. You see how much the price is, and you click sell. It might delay it a bit just to let the share price settle down, so it can find a medium price. Because it's always changing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that much?
Yeah, that much. It's got to get the right price, and then you sell, and it normally takes like 5 working days to get into your bank account.
Okay, so who is it going to? Like, who are you selling it to? As in, they just put it back on the market?
They just put it back on the market.
Other people to buy?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they just put it back on the market.
So you will always be able to sell it? You won't have to be like, oh, let's negotiate. You can give me 50p.
It's funny because I always had that view as well. I used to always think, well, okay, if I'm selling,
who's buying?
Where's the money coming from? Who's buying it from me?
Yeah.
But it just literally goes back onto the market.
Okay.
So that, someone else can come and buy them.
Okay.
To keep it simple. I'm sure it's more complicated than that, but in simple terms. Yeah.
Okay. You're obviously here. We want to know more about you and, how you came to be here. So what kind of inspired you to, I suppose, become an investor, which is what you are, essentially?
What inspired me was the fact that I just felt I'm not going to be able to have the kind of life I want if I'm just working. I just felt I needed another source of income. And I just remember one day I had £3,000 in savings, and I thought, if I keep this in a savings account, in 10 years I'm probably just going to have like 3,100. I'm not going to have ridiculous, I'm not going to make that much more money. And I just looked at my income and I just felt I need another source of income. I always believed that you can't live off of one source of income. Having all your eggs.
We have a video on that, you guys know.
Yeah, it's a good video. I mean, all your eggs in one bar, I just feel it's too risky.
It is.
But I just felt with making money, the thing is, the higher the risk, the more money you make.
This is true.
So I've always been a risk taker. And I just one day just got all my savings and just invested it all.
Okay.
And I'll never forget the adrenaline that went through my body. I'll be honest with you, I was too scared. And so what I did is, I'm a kind of person that if I'm going to do something risky, I want to do someone to do it with me. Okay. So if it goes wrong, I've got a shoulder to lean on.
John's crying.
So I got my friend, he knows who he is. Yeah. And I was like, do you have $3,000 to spare? Can you invest with me into this company?
Okay.
So he invested, I invested. He actually went first.
Okay. Oh, you made him go first?
No. I said, now. And then he did it, and then I was too scared. So he went first, and he bought the shares at a higher price than I did. So when he bought them, the shares plummeted.
Okay.
And then I bought, because I was like, oh, I feel bad now, so I bought them. and then they plummeted again, and I was like, what have I done? You know, and at this point, it's like, do you pull out and lose money, or do you just ride the wave?
Yeah.
And we rode the wave, and now, you know, reaping the benefits. So yeah, I think what inspired me was the fact that I just felt I want to have another source of income, and I want to be able to do things. I just didn't feel like I'd be able to get a mortgage or be able to buy a car on just my income alone. I felt like I needed to supplement that income, and buying shares is very risky. You could lose all your money, you know, and there's nothing you can do about it. At the same time, you can make a lot of money. So that's the reason why I chose it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know how many questions we got to, because clearly we stopped counting after a while. But we wanted it to be more conversational. But I have learned a lot from that. I really have.
I hope so.
It's a complex subject, as you guys will probably have gathered. But sometimes you just need somebody who can come in and break it down for you in really simplistic terms and kind of speak like everybody speaks. So we really appreciate, I say we, I'm sure everybody watching this really appreciates how much you've explained it, and how much you've kind of given us an insight into how it all works.
Oh, thank you.
I definitely did. So hopefully, you know, if you guys enjoyed that, then stay tuned for the rest of the series. We won't be talking about company shares again, but we'll be talking about other ways to kind of make your money work for you and just become more financially healthy.
Yeah.
So thank you to Marvin. I hope you've enjoyed it.
I really did enjoy it. Thank you for having me.
No problem. And hopefully Marvin will be coming back. And if you don't see him here on my channel, you might see him on somebody else's, who I will also be filming a video with. I'm
quite popular at the moment.
Yes, he's in high demand. So if we do get him back here, there will be a fee, I'm sure. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the series. Like the video if you enjoyed it and you learned lots from it. And comment down below with any questions. And I promise you, I will have Marvin himself answer them. Yes. So thanks guys. Take care and see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, you're ready. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. You can breathe. We can have some bloopers as well.
I love bloopers.
Yeah, we'll do some bloopers. All right. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Star with Substance.
Sorry,
all right, maybe not do that. Because you're here to talk about finance. You probably don't want to be.
When you put gang signs.
No. You need a PR man.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.